This photo was the first photo taken from a window in France in 1836. While this photo was taken in 1838, it is the first photograph with clear picture and people in it. A year later, this photo of Robert Cornelius became the first successful photographic portrait of a human being. Ever since camera has been invented, we've captured amazing photos and some weird ones. We have also captured some photos that we cannot explain up to this date. Welcome to Fact This Life, and here are 10 scary real photos you have not seen yet. But before we start, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button, and click the notification bell to be updated on our new contents. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like and share it to other curious people like you. Number 10. The Civil Warpterosaurs. Look at this photograph of an animal which appears to be a pterosaurs hunted by 6 soldiers in 1864 during the Civil War. Pterosaurs are flying reptiles believed to have gone extinct along with the dinosaurs 66 million years ago. Their wings were formed by a membrane of skin, muscle, and other tissues stretching from the ankles to a dramatically lengthened fourth finger. There has been report of sightings of this creature throughout history, but this is the only photographic evidence we have up to this date. This photo was captured way before photo editing was established, and it could be possible that this is just a prop pterosaur created by the group of men in the photo. But what do you think is their purpose for doing that if that is true? Please let us know by leaving a comment below. Number 9. Cadburysaurus. In 1907, 9 fishermen caught and photographed a sea creature which they claimed to be a Cadburysaurus. Cadburysaurus is a sea serpent in the folklore of regions of the Pacific coast of North America. Some suggest that it is a giant oarfish which can reach a length of up to 17 meters. However, the creature on the photo doesn't resemble the body of an oarfish, even though the length appears to be the same. Up to this date, scientists still have not identified the creature in this photo. Number 8. The Hook Island Monster. This photo was captured in 1964 by Robert Lizurek and his family and is known as the Hook Island Monster. He described the creature to be 90 feet or 30 meters long with black skin and green eyes. They also mentioned that it is moving towards their ship with its mouth opened as if it is going to attack. Robert mentioned that its tail is injured, probably by a ship's propeller or another giant sea creature. He also mentioned that, as they get closer, they can clearly see how gigantic the sea creature is. He described that its head is about 4 feet from top to bottom with jaws 4 feet wide. And just as it seemed it would swallow the ship, it then swam away, but not before Robert captured this photo. Number 7. The Solway Spaceman. In 1964, this photograph was taken by fireman Jim Templeton. The picture was taken on Burgh Marsh in England. More than 50 years later, we still cannot explain who or why there is a figure which appears to be an astronaut behind the girl in the picture. Templeton claims he did not see anyone present when the photograph is taken. And if there is, he will definitely notice it. Templeton then brought the photo to local police and it was examined not to be tampered in any way. What's weird is, after the photo has been published, he was visited by 2 men claiming to be from government but failed to provide identification and can only be identified by number. He took them to the place where the photo was captured and said he never saw the figure again. The men then became angry and drove away, leaving him to walk home. Number 6. The Cooper family photo. In 1950s, the Cooper family bought an old house somewhere in Texas and took a photo on their first night there. The father took the photo and said he did not notice anything strange during that time. Everyone was happy and smiling, but when the photo was developed, they saw to their horror what looks like a falling body or someone hanging in the ceiling. Was it an apparition of a deceased former tenant of the house? Or is it an elaborate hoax? No one knows up to this date. Number 5. The present-day hipster time traveler. A photograph in 1941 in the reopening of the South Fork Bridge in Columbia shows an alleged time traveler. If you look closely into the photo, The man in the middle looks clearly out of place with the rest of the people around him during that time. His clothing looks like from modern age while he is the only one wearing shades during that time. And if you look closely, it would seem like he is also holding what appears to be a modern camera. One footage people claims to be a proof of time traveler is from Charlie Chaplin's film The Circus in 1928. If you look closely to the video, the girl appears to be talking to a mobile phone. It will be more convincing if you zoom into the video and you can see she's clearly talking to someone on what appears to be a mobile phone who were just invented few decades after. Number 4. The Ghost of Freddie Jackson. This photo of Sir Victor Goddard, part of RAF squadron who had served in World War I aboard the HMS Daedalus, was taken in 1919. That was way before any photo editing software or techniques were developed. If you look on the top row, fourth from the left, you can see a ghostly figure at the back of a soldier. It is said to be the face of Freddie Jackson, an air mechanic who had been accidentally killed by an airplane propeller 2 days earlier. His funeral had taken place on the day this photograph was taken. The members of the squadron easily recognized the face as Jackson's. It has been suggested that Jackson, unaware of his death, decided to show up for the group photo. This is one of the most convincing photo of the unknown, and we would like to hear what do you think. Please share your thoughts on the comment section below. Number 3. The Ghost of Newbie Church. In 1963, Reverend Kenneth Lord took a photo of the Newbie Church interior. However, after the photo was developed, a ghostly figure had appeared on the right side of the photo. It was completely cloaked in a black robe that covered where its feet supposedly were. There was no suggestion of any hands, and the face was covered in a white sheet with 2 depressions where the eyes would be on a face. And the hood covering its head had a delicate pattern on its edges. In relation to the altar, one can decide that this specter was at least 9 feet tall. Reverend Lord claims he did not see anyone, or anything while he's taking the photo. The picture was eventually sent away to be examined, including the negatives. And scientists of the period believed that the photo had not been tampered with whatsoever and was assumed genuine. Up to this date, no one can explain this photo, and the entity was never seen again. Number 2. Tulip Staircase Ghost. This creepy image was taken in 1966 by Reverend Hardy in Queen's House in London. The Queen's House was built between 1616 and 1635, and the most notable feature of the house is the Tulip Staircase. Reverend Hardy was simply interested in recording the architecture, but when the photos were developed back in Canada, the Tulip Stairs revealed a pair of mysterious robed figures clutching the railings. Photographic experts have examined the original negative and found no signs of tampering. Another sighting happened in May 2002 by the gallery assistant Tony Anderson along with 2 other colleagues. They claim they saw a woman dressed in white who just passed through the wall and vanishes. Number 1. The Black Knight Satellite. In 1954, UFO researcher Donald Keyhoe told newspapers that the United States Air Force had reported 2 satellites orbiting Earth had been detected. At that time, no country had the technology to launch an artificial satellite into the orbit. Then, in 1973, Scottish author Duncan Llewellyn analyzed the long-delayed radio echoes received by Hulse and others. He speculated that they could possibly originate from a 13,000-year-old alien craft located in an orbit around the Earth's moon. Fast forward to 1988, this photo was taken by STS-88 mission, which they claim to be space debris, but conspiracy theorists quickly jump into conclusion that this is the Black Knight satellite. Space journalist James Oberg considered that it is possible that the craft in the photograph is just a thermal blanket that was confirmed as lost during that time. However, there is no other solid evidence to prove or disprove either claim. Do you have any explanation or resources that may explain the Black Knight satellite? Then please share it in the comments section below. But before you do that, please click the subscribe button to help us grow our channel. And after you do that, please check out our other videos right on your screen.